What's happening, guys? We got a fun day out in the shop here. We got some more work to do on the RM here. We're working on the brakes, hopefully get them back on the bike, and then also we've got a Motorsports Show coming up, so should be a lot of fun. Where we left off in the last video, we got the front brakes all apart. We were testing some different master cylinders on the rear, trying to get that sorted out. And so where I'm going to pick up here is I'm going to start working on the rear brakes. We're going to use just a stock RM caliper here. So I got to take that apart, clean it up, and get all this stuff ready to coat. Going to pull out the brake line. And we're just going to go straight to using compressed air on this. It's basically just pressurizing the caliper and pushing the piston out. That was pretty painless. I was kind of hoping for a big pop there, but didn't really do it. Got a couple seals inside the caliper. Alright, caliper is bare. Next up, just gotta clean up these parts. I'm just gonna be using a little bit of simple green degreaser here. Oh, look what just came in the mail. We have got an airbox for the 250. I actually found this off of a Facebook page that I started. It's called Moto Builders. Guy posted this up and scored an airbox. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. So the one I bought is actually off of RM150. Looks like it's pretty much the same. I just got to swap the air boot over. See how it fits up on the subframe. Holes line up. So if you guys are looking for an airbox like I was, an RM125 airbox will actually work on a 250. You just gotta swap the air boot over. And also, that Facebook page really came in handy. If you guys want to join it, I will have the link down below in the description. Pretty much just a page for all of you guys that are into building dirt bikes like this. Also have some for sale and wanted ads on there too. So find a deal like this one. Gotta give a shout out to Reese who hooked me up with this airbox. He really saved my bacon. I couldn't find one. I've been looking for probably, I don't know, 6 months on eBay and came across this one, and he gave me a good deal on it. So thank you, Reese. So these are all the parts I will be coating today. Just gotta drop them off in the blast cabinet. Actually, there's some scrapes on this caliper here. I'm gonna smooth those out. Like to get a little carried away here, smooth out all the casting marks on top of the caliper. Just used a 80 and 180 grit flap wheel for this, and all we got left is to sandblast it. I'm just gonna mask off this one area here so I'm not blasting inside the caliper though. Now we're on to the coating process. This is basically gonna consist of dropping everything into an acetone soak for about 30 minutes, put them in the oven for a pre-bake, and then just spraying them out. While those parts are in the oven for curing, we're going to work on this master cylinder, trying to swap this over. So last video we tried the CRF master cylinder, and it fit up fine on there, but it wasn't quite lined up with the brake pedal. So I ended up picking up a rear master from a 2006 YZ250F. The hole should be the same. So we're just gonna see if this lines up any better with the brake pedal. Looks like it lines up with the frame perfectly. Pop on the brake pedal, see how this lines up. So it looks like the master lines up pretty good this way, but it's still pretty far off. We'd have to bend it over like that and have the pedal way down. Also looks like the master is quite a bit taller up here. I'm gonna put the subframe on, see if that interferes with it. Yeah, we're getting pretty close right there. It's basically hitting the master cylinder cap, so probably not the best move to use the YZ master on here. So I did a bunch of research, and these are really my only options here. None of the KX or other YZ or newer RM master cylinders work because they have a shorter distance here for the mounting holes, and I have to cut up the frame and fab it up and stuff. So I think I'm just gonna go with the CRF master cylinder and just do a custom clevis to try to line it up with that pedal a little better. Get the CRF master bolted back up on here and see what we need to do to make it work. I think the CRF master looks better on here anyways, and only makes sense to use it because I'm using CRF front brakes as well. So we're really not that far off. This way it seems to be pretty straight on. It's mostly just from the back. It's bent out a little bit. So when we redo the clevis, we are just gonna need to bring it a little further in, and might as well make this perfect too. It needs to come to the right a little bit. And as far as height goes, it's usually a good rule of thumb to have your pedal in the same plane as the foot peg. That's pretty good right there, but we're kind of maxed out on the threads here. So if we make this just a hair longer, we're gonna get Mr. CAD over here behind the camera and get a CAD drawing done for a new aluminum clevis. All right, so Nick's been working his magic here in the design software. Got the clevis all mocked up there. Show him how this works a little bit.
So basically, you're gonna want to select a sketch and select a view, and then just kind of just draw it out and then extrude it from there. Basically, you can bring your 3D dimension over to a drawing and make it 2D. Then you could put a top view, a side view, and a front view, and just add your dimensions in there. Kind of specify, you know, what the manufacturer wants, material and units wise. But yeah, here's the pin that's going along with that. Here's a drawing for the pin. Yeah, it should be dialed.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. We're gonna send it off to machining, and as soon as we get it, we'll see how it works. So all the Cerakote work is done. Stuff turned out pretty good. We did burnt bronze on the calipers and black on the carrier, lever, caps. Turned out pretty good. And we're just gonna pop some seals in it and we'll be good to go. All right, we got the show coming up tomorrow morning, so we're just gonna prep some of the bikes, load everything up. We've got Josh's 500, gonna bring the 250 as well as the RM, and of course the old KX engine. Still haven't figured out what year that thing is, but we'll have that thing set up and ready for you guys to build. But for some reason the front brakes on the 500 need to be bled, so we're gonna get these things all dialed in. So this little guy just goes onto bleeder, and you loosen it up, and it's got a one-way valve in here, and so basically you just pump the lever up top and it'll bleed it out. See all that air coming out of there? A little bit better. Still pretty spongy.
Good.
Yeah, that should be good right there. A couple more things we gotta do here. This aluminum tank has a couple fingerprints, whatnot, so just gonna rebrush it real quick. Get back that nice grained look to it. Looks like I got a little cleanup here on the cylinder. Freaking Josh brings his bike over here all broken down. Guess that's what happens when you leave your bike at the house. Can't help but sit here and work on it. New bike in a can. All right, 500 is good to go. Oh man, she's a big girl. Got a little bit of cleaning up to do on the CR as well. I had the number plate off of it, and it's just a little dusty from sitting around. Alright folks, let's get all set up. First thing we got is the good old barbecue. Might as well be eating good, alright? We ain't messing around. Got the heavy lifting. Gotta have that beauty up front and center right there.
Yes, sir.
Alright, here's the setup. Engine. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna have a little stunt show here on a Harley. That'll be fun to watch. But yeah, should be a good day. And just a little bit of wiggling gets you into place. Kind of look at that there. Yep. And slide it right over the pin.
Top.
Yeah, up on top. Yeah.
Well, 15 minutes though. It's been a half an hour.
Feels like it, huh?
Yeah.
No pressure. No pressure.
It's coming down to the wire. It's coming down.
Is this the right way?
Flip it around a little bit. There we go. One part left. Oh, we're getting close.
Which way? This way?
Let's keep rotating it. There we go. Got it.
All right. Woohoo! Yeah.
Look at that. 14 minutes, 22 seconds.
Oh, I did it.
Got
Well,
it.
with the help.
Yeah, that was good.
Thank you. That'll work.
Cool.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that was fun.
Thanks.
You're welcome. It's fun to watch. Are you gonna do it?
You gonna
yeah,
do
I'll
it?
try.
Oh, she was watching the whole time. All right.
I'm gonna need help taking it apart, but I think I know how to put it back together.
Okay. You ready? Turn it left. Nice.
Good job.
Hold off nice and straight. Perfect. Good job. There you go.
Let's see.
Yep. It's a little heavy. All right, ready to go back together?
Yeah.
Remember how it goes?
Yep.
Okay.
Start with the last thing I took out.
Is it in? Yep. Awesome. Good job.
Is that as far as it's gonna go?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Give it a little wiggle. Flip it around a little bit. You got it. Look what your time is.
13 minutes. Wait, so I beat the other guy.
14 minutes. Beat him by 20 seconds.
Woo!
Good job.
I beat a grown
Nice.
man. I'm putting together an
Fair and
engine.
square.
There we go.
Thank you.
Was that easier than you thought or harder?
It was actually a lot easier than I thought. Because my dad, I was expecting some help on how to put together an engine. He's like, it's like Legos, just go do it.
Exactly. Like a puzzle piece.
You did it.
Awesome.
All right,
Good
bye,
job.
thanks.
Yep. That's cool. She did it in 14 minutes. Goes right in that. One notch up. Go nice and real slow going down. 2, 3, 4. How many people
Wiggle it, Tom. Wiggle it. Wiggle it. Wiggle it. There we go. One more.
Ah, you ain't got no shot.
All right, you got it.
That's it.
7:30.
How much?
Woo. 7:30.
Sweet. 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
That was good. That was really
Thank
good. You were paying attention. You were pulling it apart. That's half the game.
Good job, Tom.
All right, what shirt you want?
Getting excited.
Nice and slow. I know. Good job. Nice. 7:40. Nice job.
Killed it.
7:40. 10 seconds off.
bad.
These ones are pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'll take one of these.
Sweet.
All right,
Heck yeah.
thanks, man.
Yeah, that was
I'm
fun.
stoked for meeting you too.
Well, the show was a ton of fun. The engine build idea was a big hit. People really loved it. They love seeing how an engine goes together and what it looked like inside. And just curious, if I were to throw some local events here in the Spokane, Coeur d'Alene area, would you guys be interested in coming out? Just drop me a comment down below. So another thing we're working on here with the RM is a restyle for the front end. We're gonna do a different front fender and number plate. This is off of a 2018 and newer RMZ 450, I believe. So we're going to mount it up, see how it fits up on there. Wasn't sure if I was gonna like that style or not, but it's pretty aggressive. We'll see how it looks on the bike. And we've got a Cycra Stadium plate. Love the look of those. It's bolted up. Looks like the rear holes line up just fine. So the front holes obviously don't line up. The RMZ triple clamps are a little different here. So we'll probably have to just re-drill the fender. See how this number plate fits on here. So it uses a little different style mounting holes up on the top, right on the triple clamp here. So we should be able to just make a bracket for that. Should be pretty easy to do. Other than that, looks pretty good. I don't see why that wouldn't work. Just a little bit of fab work and we'd be dialed. Also, I'm gonna check to see, make sure the fender clears the radiators and the pipe. Oh dude, look how tight that is. Let me get it actually hard mounted on there. It goes something like that. We'll be good for clearance here on the pipe. Clears it by like half an inch. This radiator's all twisted to shit, but we'll get a pretty good idea. Oh yeah, we got plenty of room there. So for the number plate bracket, I think we're gonna have to do something like a, kind of like a V shape here. So let's get to measuring. Now for the fender, we're gonna do a little aluminum template like we have here for the CRs. Basically just gonna snap into place and you'll be able to drill right through the holes there. Makes it super easy. But we have a different triple clamp. We're just gonna measure up the mounting holes here and use that for a reference for our template. So Nick, these are your dimensions. How about it? All right, I think that is basically gonna be it for today's outing in the shop. Got quite a bit done with the coatings and the brakes and doing some custom stuff on the RM. What's a lot of fun about this stuff is nothing just bolts straight on. It's a lot of customization, you know, with the clevis and the restyle stuff. So makes it a lot of fun, but the progress is a little slow when you're customizing stuff. But I think in the next video we'll get going again and bolt these brakes together and get them on the bike. So it should be a lot of fun, and you'll also see what we have in store for these master cylinders too. So stay tuned for the next video. I'll see you in there. Thanks for watching, guys.